Hitter, how are you doing, man? What's good?
You know, just living this random life. Are we a bad enough dude to rescue Zelda? It's a good question.
Yeah, man. This random life is good stuff, man. Again, non-stop matches going on. This seems like every day, every single day, man. We got tons of people trying to round down this top 128. I should expect nothing less than a fantastic race nights between these two people. You know, as you said, Devio fighting for his life here. Nobody wants to lose in a turn, but hey, people got to go. It's the way it works.
Yeah, you got to go at some point. You certainly don't want to jump out here if at all possible. Oh, man. Why can't I get seeds like this? Hammer and blue mail right out of the gate?
It's just not meant to be. Only when it doesn't count. That's when you get the good stuff.
No, life's hard.
I'll tell you. Interesting enough, Cito was commentating yesterday, or there for yesterday, was very, very nice up front. And of course, you know how that goes. Mirrored by just struggles later on. So hopefully everyone won't get too happy quite yet.
Yeah, that is exactly the thing. All these races start out nice and beautiful and friendly, and by the end of it, you are hunting around the entire overworld for the ice rod.
Yeah, that's going to be good stuff there, man. But of course, as you all know, they are typically just going through our normal right here, going through escape here. We're going to see how we're going to start to see that, hoping for a little money, maybe some bombs, so we can take care of the village a little bit later. And who knows, maybe somebody will give us a glimpse of Lumberjack to see if we can get our hopes up for an August seed.
Yeah, we'd be lucky to see one at this point, given that we've already got the hammer. I mean, once that hammer comes out, that trip up the tower is pretty much dead. Well, you never know.
Yeah, we never know indeed, man. So far, aside from my hammer and our defense up, just the casuals beginning usual stroll to the castle here. We're about to figure out hashtag things in Zelda's chest in just a few moments.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, having this hammer in here makes everything so easy. Everybody takes one or two hits to take out. Oh, as we're seeing on Unfit's side, you gotta be a little bit careful there.
A little bit Monka-esque right there for Unfit, but we have survived.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot differently.
Yeah, definitely want to start with a time deficit just on escape here.
All right, lucky thing about this.
Go ahead.
I completely missed where 4 bombs showed up. It's been at some point, but
oh, I think they got those on the way to Zelda's chest. Room, what, 2 rooms prior?
So not only do they have a weapon that they can just keep attacking with, but they've also got all the bombs they need to finish up not only escape but Kakariko Village. This is a little too friendly, I think.
Yeah. Everything they need here. Oh boy, Unfit sitting on that one heart again. Of course, nice to know they have that blue mail. Just think about that, man. Unfit would have been dead if they hadn't gotten blue mail earlier. Been down to 1 heart. Players are just about in sync here. Those nice snake patterns there. No issue there.
Yeah, I mean, the alternative is getting bounced around by those things, which is always the worst.
Yeah, Yep. So what do you think? We're going to find anything good on the side of escape? I'm thinking garbage, personally.
Yeah, no, when the game gives you bombs, it's because it put garbage in the side of escape. 100% of the time.
I'll tell you what, let's see if we are right or if we are totally the worst predictors ever here.
Oh, moment of truth. Yeah.
Well, the high of that room, probably the full heart container. Other than that, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck at 3 this early, especially if you feel like the game's going to send you the dark world really quickly. Things can get really dicey real fast.
Yep. So our players really neck and neck here, man. Not much deviation, second at best.
No, we got to find some weird items. We got to... No more heart containers. No more 300 rupees.
Well, that's going to make purchasing a little bit easier for bottle salesman and Zora for me to go there, having that 360, both with 360.
Yeah, it feels nice, but okay. So we got our map check. Tower of Hera is a pendant, but the other 2 are crystals, which means we got 2 pendants sitting around the dark world. We have no idea what they are yet.
Well, 2 and 1, not too shabby.
A tree pole, though.
Let's see what we're going to get here. Wow, disappointment there.
Just 5s from the crabs, so this trip up here to farm some stuff is not really working out.
Nope, indeed it is not. And looks like we just had an upgrade there of bombs on the lumberjack, so I'm disappointed already, personally.
Yeah, we got Aga on life support. Unless we got something crazy like both of the gloves being in the dark world, then we're in trouble here.
Yeah. Indeed. Not even worth the effort to go pick up that heart piece there. And 1 arrow. Pointless arrows until we can find that bow.
Yep. This is, I mean, hopefully something's going to show up in Kakariko Village, but so far, gotta say our runners must be feeling disappointed with all this stuff they're picking up.
Yeah, there's a plethora of items here. Hopefully we can find a couple of nice things. We aid our players a little bit here.
The last interesting things were those hammer, the hammer and the mail, and it feels like that happened forever ago.
I think I'm going to find Moon Pearl down here, personally.
Yeah, that feels about right. Ooh, okay.
There's a second weapon there. Green Kool-Aid is definitely a convenience for sick kids. Man.
That feels good.
Well, money is no object here. Nearly 500 rupees now.
No, they're almost set for the entire course of the light world, using all their money. It's still, I mean, the sword is nice, but where's our progression?
Hopefully it's in here. I got us a nice little Bitcoin down there, Bombos. Damn.
Hey!
There she is. So 2 bottles to play. Blue, we got some blueberry and some lime Kool-Aid already. 2 bottles nice to have.
Oh man, so we're thinking sick kids gotta have something? Maybe, probably.
Let's see what's up here. So, a lot of glassware so far in Kakariko Village. The sword, and a Moon Pearl, which is cool.
It's not, you can't really throw the bottles at people, unfortunately, so.
Alright. So not too much progression really here. course, we still gotta check this library here to see if we gotta worry about some boots.
Oh yeah, it's all delayed stuff. Like that bombos might be useful, and we know the moon pearl will be useful. It's just it doesn't do anything for us right now.
I'm already expecting, as soon as they get light world access, the first thing they find in these bombos won't be a needed dungeon. Of course, something else they don't necessarily need, but it's nice to have, is already having their second male upgrade. I mean, dude, Unfit literally has red eye. Man, poor guy. Don't get around him.
Man, I'm jealous. Right out of the gate, they can take a hit.
Yeah, they are pretty well protected, especially still being in Light World here.
The library is also garbage.
Well, it's going to be one of those C's so far. And if it's going to go walk and check, if we can't find anything good, probably going to save and quit and head to the house here. And just another double dime.
Damn.
Well,
okay, then.
The quest to find something good is continuing here.
Link's quest for garbage.
Yeah. So we're making our way down here, and if we don't get anything here, we'll might make that trek towards the eastern at this rate.
To be fair, having a fighter's sword's got to feel nice.
Yeah, you literally have like diamond armor and plastic weaponry. I mean, it's quite a combo here. Unfit testing out some new strats here. He almost walked up and realized he can still get the sunken item there.
That is a new one. I don't never seen that block pattern before.
New strats, yo, new strats. Pretty sure those bombs in the water ain't gonna work anyway, so he's not gonna pick them up.
Nope, that's not good for anybody. We got another quarter heart. So the dam was a bust too.
Man, what's really going on with this game so far? So let's see if Mini Moldarm can save us and give us something that we can actually be happy we found.
Yeah, this is the biggest play right now. So it's like, what is going on?
Devio showing those nice little bomb marksman skills there. Well, I tell you, disappointment continues. Well, there we go.
Okay. We have a fire source.
Well, yay. I mean, unfortunately, as of this moment, it doesn't actually help us on any location except for, you know, Darkroom and Eastern in logic. But other than that, womp womp.
Oh, man. You know, this is, we were saying before that the hammer and the moon pearl really early feels like Aga might not be a thing. And now we are one item away in either direction. It's one item to Aga required or one item to save us from it.
Yeah, that's right. If we see another sword or that cape, it may scream it, man. But so far, more bombs here. So we're going to be heading off to my eastern direction. Check out Sasha Rahashala's back storeroom, or maybe make that long trek over to that one lone bomber wall over there in Agnes cave.
Unfit is setting up to do fake flippers here, which I think makes sense because you're, what is that, 12 rupees away from having 500? You got to figure you must be able to pick those up somewhere along the way.
I'm calling $4.99. It's pretty rough though, about $4.99 though, but nevertheless, you can still check out, not getting on worried about checking the hope on the bridge. Meanwhile, Devio's going to pick up the 3 pieces of items here. So the deviation, let's see if one of them will be rewarded with their move here.
Oh man, nothing in the back of Sasha.
Yeah, so Devio will probably head to Eastern. Unfit, breaking logic. He's just going to get 70 rupees so far, which is, hey, what he needed to go talk to Zora.
That's convenient.
Indeed it is. So let's see what happens here.
So yeah, this is completely out of logic. Like whatever we get from Zora here is not something that they're supposed to be able to get right now.
Yeah, and I can't imagine it really helping too much. You know, I mean, it can't happen that you did something amazing that would give us that progression, but you know, purely by gambling here, Devio's literally doing one of the few things left in logic, and well, Unfit just gets a little reimbursement.
It is a straight up scam.
So Unfit will probably traverse the same path that Devio's on right now, unless we start to go down to desert. But of course, now we have a shovel in play.
Do we? That's interesting.
Man, game is not rewarding us with much here by any means.
I hate this when the game gives you, you know, you dip into a dungeon that you can't even complete, and it's like, here you go. You've been rewarded with a fetch quest.
Yeah, we're going to have to find something here. We're really running out of anything. It would be a nice convenience to find the bow in here since we can actually take care of this and knock her out the park. But interesting enough, even if we do find the bow, it's not really going to help us with anything else besides just Eastern.
These required double dips into Eastern never feel good, and there's a chance that that might not even be it. Like, there's a chance that we're looking at Agana, Sahasrala's reclusive brother, living out in the desert.
Yeah, what you saw there, Dr. Frisk, was indeed, as Max mentioned, that was fake flippers, a strat where you jump in the water and transition on the next frame. The game was like, what? And you actually continue to have the ability to swim. Mainly is pretty cool. You can obviously break logic that way for kind of flippers, but of course you gotta make sure you don't get hit because in a vanilla game you'll actually soft lock, but as in the randomized code, if you get hit, you'll just take a death instantly, regardless of your health status.
Yeah, this game's pretty broken. It's
a Nintendo game being broken? Why, I never.
It's really strange for them, you know.
Yep. So here we go. Devio gonna see if this see if East is gonna become a bust here. We're getting low on items already here, locations.
Yeah, we've already found a map and compass in here, so this is something. It's just a question of, will it be the something we want?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be the big key right here anyway. Big key gonna lead to, well, actually here's another path to take anyway. Yeah, that stinks. More bombs here, so we're literally down to just 2 locations in logic. We've got the dig spot and we've got Agana's cave. That's it.
I gotta feel like this shovel is a thing. Shovel's gotta be a thing.
Maybe the shovel's a decoy. Again, another one was found that one single location that no one feels like walking to early. Might have it, or we'll find out.
Yeah, it's probably a decoy. This game likes to do that.
Yep, so assuming this is progression, that means Easton would have been a forced double dip already.
It'd be great if this is the bow.
There it is. Someone has lost their glove in the dirt. Well, at least we can go see a different area of the map now, so we can now... You know, we still got that one place down there, but of course now logically up the mountain we're going to go. That will be, and then logic there, we did have our lamp there, so traversing through that is the only way we go.
Well, we do have that moon pearl. I mean, we got Dark World access. I think he's heading over to the Village of Outcasts.
Well, actually, I don't think we have Dark World access. I don't think we do have Dark World because we need to have the hammer to go from up here, from north of Kakariko.
The hammer was.
We do have hammer.
Yeah, that was Uncle was hanging on to that.
We don't want to go to hammer. We don't want to go to Dark World yet. Really? We really want to go to Dark World now? Devio's not wasting no time. He's like, let me get out of Light World. I'm not liking this so far. So,
Well, it's definitely going to be important to figure out whatever the other two pendants are, because that's going to sort of let us figure out the direction of the rest of the game here. They are swamp and ice. Okay.
There we go. So we got map check there.
So we know that the rest of the flippers locations are a bust, so we might just never need the flippers in this entire seed.
It could be a case. You know, all pending swamp, of course, or ice.
Yeah, we'll see what's in there.
Who knows?
So Unfit's taking the different direction. He's starting in the south part of the Dark World. He's going to start at Hype Cave, work his way through.
Yeah.
Oh. Devio has found a hook shot in the Village of Outcasts. So
here we are trying to rule off Swamp House already. Alrighty, so different paths here, and let's see how hyped this cave is going to be today.
Well, that's about as hype as it's ever been, I think.
If you're into money, cool. Otherwise, So Devio is going to go ahead right into Thieves Town here. Again, interesting enough, we don't have a lot of hearts, but we do have red mail already, which is pretty doggone convenient to start Dark World already with the first dungeon.
I think they'll be fine-ish, hopefully. Interestingly, that hookshot now gives us access to the Tower of Hera. Oh, well, never mind. Now we basically have access to all of Death Mountain, pretty much, except for a couple of different things.
Yeah, the game is starting to rein in. Looks like we had to make our way into Dark World a little bit to find a couple things here.
Was that the bow?
That indeed was the bow sitting on the pyramid, a place that a lot of people kind of forget to check at times, and going out the way is rewarded here.
Okay, this is interesting. Like, both of them went in a completely different direction, and they're both finding stuff.
Yeah, interesting enough. So Unfit can take care now both of Eastern and Pod as a result of that, you know. Wow, quite a deviation here, giving the access. One person can access, you know, literally all of Death Mountain on both sides. Other player able to clear 2 crystal dungeons. Interesting how this work out.
Yeah, like how long is it going to be before Devio makes his way over to the pyramid? Because he's got all this stuff that he can use to check all these locations. Might not think of it for a while.
Yeah, I guess right now I guess this thing is, you know what, we got access, and let's see if we can at least get one pendant on the board. We can full clear, you know, right now as well. So who knows? Maybe we'll look up and find something else here.
Yeah, you definitely. It's a good rule. Like if you can finish a dungeon that you need to finish, get in there.
Yeah, of course you got a few items in here. Maybe we can pick up one of those rods, because obviously we need fire and ice rod at some point for Turtle Rock, but I'm sure one of the rods will be on Laser Bridge anyway, so it won't even matter.
Yeah, exactly. That's where it always is, right?
You know, gotta gamble it. When you have active location, you can still check in. You just get lucky.
And Palace of Darkness was bow locked, so you had to go to the pyramid first.
Indeed it was. It sure did. So how fun was that? So we had to go into Eastern to get the shovel to go dig up the glove in the dig spot to get the Dark World, to get the bow to go back. Nice map. I tell you. Go put that in your GPS. Good, man.
Oh, the nicest thing for Unfit to find in here would be the mirror, I think.
Yeah, Definitely not fun of saving and quitting or taking death warps in this. I'm not saving quit, but death warping in this dungeon here. But gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, so far outside of those gloves, we're really not seeing much here in Thieves Town so far.
You know. So here we go. Devio about to take care of Blonde here. Again, probably won't be that challenging. You do have red mail, 9 hits no matter what sort of level we have here. And man, that first phase.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to do with the fighter sword just because it's so short. Like,
you showed us what's up, man. That was caught me off guard how quick that was.
Oh, he's got it.
Indeed.
You blink and you miss it. Hey.
Yeah. Well, how about that? Wow, they have the opposite item they need, man. So Devio finds silvers, and of course, on Unfit, we saw the bow is on the pyramid. By him going over to the eastern part of the map in Dark World first.
Yeah, I gotta imagine that Devio is gonna like ignore Eastern Dark World for a while here. He's got so much stuff that he can clean up with those mitts.
Yeah, this is quite interesting how they're both finding like very, very good items on just completely different paths here. You don't see that too often. Usually one person will find the stuff, another person will just, just go bust.
Yeah.
But, not the case this time.
Well, hopefully Unfit's going to show up in Thieves Town pretty soon. Because, it's a crystal. And like you were saying, you can get in there, you can do it. Just do it.
Indeed. So for those who missed out on, we had our first glove, which was forced to go into Eastern to get the shovel to dig it up out the dig spot. And of course, our second was found in Thieves Town, which Devio has already given him access to basically all of Death Mountain and whatnot. One crystal up and Unfit about to get this first one as well.
This is not a particularly fun fight with regular arrows and fighter's sword.
Yeah. I wasn't counting the items here, but man, it would be magical if Mirror would drop out of this boss right now. That would be the ultimate convenience win.
Well, he's I guess he hasn't gone to the back yet. There's vanilla heart container.
What is this mess? And deep below the hammer pegs is a strange book.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, so we got that in play. Interesting enough, can't really do too much, or we can't get into desert right now. Now, desert is our other crystal dungeon in Light World. So, depending on need for book, or should I say for our boots here, then we might be able to clear that one as well.
Yeah, we'll know soon enough. Old Stumpy, we're gonna get a look at. Why does he always seem to have a big 20? That's
just in the money, I guess. I guess whatever tickles his fancy.
Sitting there on that stump with his money.
Palace Island does have 5 items to find, aside from 27,000 keys.
Unfit happened to get lucky, and he could just go straight to the back, just because the first thing he found was the big key.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's got to clean out the rest of the plates.
Yep. So Devio kind of retracing Unfit's earlier steps as in Dark World. So as we know, Hype Cave, literally 1 out of 10 this time.
Hopefully he continues on this this Frog World tour, because we know it's going to bring him straight to the bow if he does.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's what happens. Sometimes some players, they make that trip from Hype Cave, and then, well, there's one of our rods over there.
Okay.
Have that problem for that. So interesting enough, Fire Rod pretty helpful because we do have a new Skull Wood, so we can almost take care of that.
Yeah, Unfit's going to have a slightly better time in the Village of Outcasts area, I think.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. Unfit going to try to finish up the rest of this dungeon here. Yeah, Catfish, unfortunately, not going to get any love with that save and quit there.
Yeah, we have 2 people ignoring Catfish. Although we don't know what Unfit's going to do after this, I guess. It's possible he might leave and go do Catfish, although that'd be kind of a crazy trip.
Yeah. Alright, I saw some way too many blue rupees here. Let's see what we're going to get here. Probably a key and a key.
You are exactly right.
Alright, so all that's left for Unfit is to take care of that maze over there. Let's see, Devio. Where is he headed to? Is he going back to Dark World? So I think we got a couple items left for Unfit.
Yeah, he's pretty much going to clean up the rest there. There's the map. I have not been counting items. I don't.
Yeah, that's the last thing. So he's got 2 items left. So one the small chest and one the big chest, and
more bombs.
Yeah, good old tri-bomb there. And last but not least, what do we have?
Oh, we know it's not there. Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, so that trip back in wasn't too. And we get a little peek at Bumper Cave. Just more money up there as well. Big 20 sitting there. So
looks like he's going into Skull Woods, which means he's going to have to double dip it.
Yeah, we found that fire rod. Yeah, over there in Pod.
Unfit's deciding to make that trip over, do the last part of Eastern, it looks like.
Yeah, he can kind of take this whole block of the map and just put it out of play.
Yeah, that's gotta feel nice.
Yeah, the only thing left up here in this whole part is basically just Catfish and the Dark World side. And Devio, kind of rough here. Don't have a fire rod. Of course, don't have a key, so it's going to go down the bottom path.
I hate when the game makes you go down here, hang out in this Gibdo room.
Yeah, guaranteed key, but just one little thing to add to your traversing to this dungeon here. And of course, unfortunately for him, he's not going to go but so far. But he might be able to pick up both items at least, maybe. We'll see. Well, that ain't one of them. Yeah. So, FYI, Firewell was found in Pod, which Devio has not been to yet. Of course, on the flip side, Devio found Hookshot and Silvers, which Unfit doesn't quite have yet.
Yeah, and without that, without those boots, the Hookshot really does sort of help you get around a little bit faster.
It really does. Yeah, especially not having any boosts yet. We don't have the food in place, so we really are really limited on how fast we can just move around, you know, locally and from a distance standpoint. So that lovely Babby's first shield there.
Devio's really got that statue pulled down far, trying to avoid the. Yeah, I heard the other day that they're not actually called wall masters in this game. I don't know if that
maybe they adopted that name in OOT, I guess.
It's just like now I don't know what they're called. They're not wall masters. What are they?
No, boy, I gotta go Google it now and learn my Zelda terminology again. This is what I get for my first Zelda game being OOT, even though I've been around since the doggone 2600 days. Read my manual.
Hey, there's a third bottle, and it comes prepared with a fairy in it.
Man, how convenient is that? We got a fairy in the bottle, blue and green magic. So nice little recovery items for sure.
Oh man, all we need is a red potion to finish the whole set.
Hey, no purchase required too at that.
Yeah.
So Unfit has got his second crystal, and we have our first player heading up Death Mountain. Of course, Devio, having Titans already, definitely can take care of a lot more stuff here. We can do the whole doggone thing up there just about.
Yeah, at this point, Unfit, he's really got to head to the Village of Outcasts, which I think is what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I hope so. So Devio, +5. Yeah. Well, this is about the only thing he can't really take care of right now. He can't take the tablet up there, and of course, we can't get the Sanctuary item. I'm sorry, Spectacle Rock item with no mirror. Not yet, anyway. But we do have a numerous amount of items to check up here between both Light World, Dark World. Having Hookshot already, that's a very, very big advantage for Devio over Unfit right now.
It's an interesting route he's taking here. He sort of ignored the Spectacle Rock part of Death Mountain and, excuse me, Spike Cave as well, although it's not really technically in logic right now.
Yeah, I probably suspect him going around, the bottom, making his way up there. Just because he has to go up there, he can't mirror, he has to jump off anyway. So it's probably, it's only worth one item versus me getting, say, so many on this side.
Oh yeah, you feel like there's got to be something over here,
There better be something over there, I'll tell you that. So, so far, wow. Boy, am I excited over that one. It's just such a buzzkill to have so many item locations and so quickly you just don't get anything.
But we got our first boomerang. It's great.
Okay. There you go.
It's the sparkly one too.
Yeah, maybe our stun prize will be nice. Who knows? So in the meantime, just a big 20 on the floating island here. It's going to bypass. No, he's going to do it.
Oh, he was thinking about it. He's
Gotta
thinking
go slow.
about going Hera.
So of course, Unfit having the advantage of actually getting Fire Rod over there in Pod.
Yeah, he gets to go all the way to the back. Although you have to feel like with no half magic, you've got 6 hearts, you've got a fighter sword. You got to be a little bit worried, although with all those bottles full of all that nice stuff, you probably feel pretty okay.
Yeah, I think especially my skill set, I think I'd be the guy to use my bottle and just go Fire Rod again, because I'm not trying to use my basic sword or either try to gamble hitting him with the hammer on that awful hitbox.
Is that a slug?
Well, we know it's not a wall master, that's for sure. See that. Probably nothing in this game is a wall master. Come on, chat, and y'all look it up by now. Help us out. Help us out. We may all teach ourselves something here.
Listen, if I haven't learned something new by the end of the day, I'm doing it wrong.
Oh my goodness. So here we go. He's going fighter sword on him.
Doing the slashes. That's.
I mean, having red mail is cool. And while he's swinging swords, Devio can now swing a net and finding it over there in Bunny Cave. And well, the fight is done, and Unfit is up to crystal number 3. Of course, interesting enough, it's so interesting. These people are taking completely different paths based on what they found. Devio is the only person that can do this. Unfit can't do this yet. Doesn't have the hook shot. And so we're going to get set up for fetch quest number 2. Wow, red cane over there.
Okay. Well, we're definitely going to need one of those.
Indeed, too. We gotta have that Red King for both Required Mire and Turtle Rock. Yeah, so Divio Walter checking that medallion.
So this is interesting. I mean, is this a spike cave check? It'd have to be, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not going to be. Well, you can hookshot it combined with cape.
Yeah, hookshot and cape will make it fine. Plus, having a green and a blue potion sort of fixes the whole thing.
Yeah. So Bombos was the medallion over there for Turtle Rock. So interesting enough, having early Bombos actually is going to be a good thing. At least for one of those dungeons.
Yeah, we might see a risky dip into Turtle Rock from Unfit.
Yeah, that indeed would be a risk here, because we are still short. I need a rod here. I'm gonna tell you this, Miss Kanye. We got Kanye right there in the hookshot.
Oh yeah. No, we
right
said
there,
we're gonna need one of those.
I'm gonna need y'all to listen to us. Okay, thanks. That's why we're here to guide you through this lovely exploration of Zelda games that does not have wall masters. Thank you very much.
No. Clearly they are called possibly clutches or fall masters or possibly wall masters, and we're just all.
Yeah, just a bomb upgrade there. Yeah, notable items are found in Hookshot Cave was Red Cane and the Mushroom. Good old fungus. It's okay, you are forgiven. Maybe.
What? Okay, this is the Desert Palace play. I was trying to figure out where he's going.
Yep, looks like it. So Unfit getting his. Yeah. Of course, we can also check out Agnes Case just sitting there all by itself. Poor guy, just stuck in there. Yeah. Just waiting for somebody to come by and visit him. Pedestal is unknown at this point. No one has even thought about going in that area since the first 7 minutes of the game when we did our normal checks in the woods.
Oh, unfortunately, Devio is the only one with the book, and he found it in Peg Cave, which Unfit can't even check yet. And either way, we don't have the mirror for easy access to it. So,
yeah, this is quite interesting here. How this seed has gone here because Unfit will be able to get that in just a moment here. He'll be able to get that second glove. Devio's going to learn the hard way whether or not he needs to have those boots.
Yeah, this is the moment of truth here. Ooh. We might be saved.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to see first. We got a key, so at least we can get 2 more things checked. We can find that big key, we in there. If we don't, thanks for playing.
Of course, if we go to the torch and see that it has something like mirror on there, then it's a different
story. About things like that. Well, actually, man, that's a good thing. Gotta make them work, man. They've got a lot of good items here. I mean,
well,
so much of that dream.
We now officially know what's on the torch.
I wonder what it could be. So for those who don't know, being the fact there's only 2 locations left, one requires the big key to get to, and there's only one other location you can even get to, and you need to get the big key. We have to find boots in order to proceed through desert, because whatever it is going to be stuck up there in that torch. So rip that. And
rip the dream.
So it's going to be a double dip requirement for Devio anyway, based on this routing.
You know, it's kind of got to feel nice though, like knowing for a fact that the boots are going to show up at some point before the end of the game.
Yeah, it is. The question is how far in the game, like, you know?
Yeah.
What joy is to find the boots like, okay, like the last thing you need to do, and yay, go mode with the boots, and you know, you just walking around. We still don't have any fast travel in play yet with no flute.
That's the thing is the flute has to show up, the boots have to show up, but they haven't yet. Just no idea where they are.
I'm telling you. I think at this rate, you know what? I think at this rate, I'm going to call them both to be in Turtle Rock. Honestly,
yeah, they're just—it's all on Laser Bridge.
Everything on Laser Bridge,
except for the ice rod.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can put it there. Put that there too. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You know, the key,
ice rod,
the flute, ice rod, and mirror. Okay, maybe not mirror.
Yeah. The worst thing that we could see right now is the flippers. We do not want to see those at all.
Yeah, we're trying to keep those flipper dungeons completely out of play. Now they could totally be unneeded, and that would be nice, man. You don't usually, I don't think I see too many seeds that you can literally skip 2 complete dungeons. It don't happen too often.
Deep got a tiny little bit of trouble there with Dead Rocks pushing around, but he is into Paradox Cave.
Yeah. So again, players are starting to kind of backtrack on each other's steps here.
Although, Devio, looks like he's heading over to Tower of Hera. Maybe just doing the Ether Tablet check.
We'll find out. Again, Hera just being a pendant dungeon, but who knows what's in there. It is clearable.
No. Nothing interesting today.
And he's gonna go take a peek. Again, this dungeon's not too massive here. Only 2 items to find. And uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not the first thing you want to see.
Definitely not.
Ugh, especially when this is a pendant dungeon.
Yep. So hope we can find the big key here. Maybe if he's lucky. Get past the fire. Wow.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of Zelda 1 with the Zelda trap behind the flames there.
Just there now. He was getting all kinds of crispy action there. So Unfit also awarded with those sliver arrows falling from the sky of blind skill.
And it's got to feel nice when you have the bow and you know that you have to kill, you know, Vitreous and Lanmos and
oh yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah, ironically, how we're trying to hope for a non-flipper seed, and yet those are the 2 that wouldn't even benefit you from having a silver arrow on the bosses there. Man, silver rod sounds kind of cool though.
I wouldn't mind a silver rod. Oh no!
Look what you did! You done found the flippers.
You found the flippers in a pendant dungeon.
How? Will they now? Is it just totally unneeded, or do we have to literally go into a one pendant dungeon to get something we need out of another pendant dungeon?
Oh.
Do we have a bestseller building here in this plot? I don't know.
It could all just be a big red herring.
It could be. Let's place all the stuff and now let's put all the junk that no one needs, and they may get themselves all worked up thinking they need it.
Exactly. It's fun.
So Devio are going to hope we can find the item here on Moldarm here. We do have that basement as well. Let's see if it drops, and we can get it down first and hammer it out.
Nope, it is in the basement.
Womp, womp, womp. So the thing is, you spent this much time in here. All you got out of it so far is the flippers and the blue pendant. So do you just go ahead and get it out of the way? You didn't waste all this time. What's another minute?
Well, that's the thing is you don't have the mirror. So getting back here is a huge chore.
It really is. Maybe he'll go in here to find the mirror. We'll find out. So a guaranteed item down here in the basement.
If this is the mirror, then that's also Swamp Palace access.
That is everything you need, honestly. No pedestal checks as of yet. No one has been in that area. We've had people go to Skullwoods. Unfit has cleared it out, but didn't have a mirror to go back. And Devio has not been there since. In fact, Devio had to actually save and quit out because he didn't have Fire Rod yet. Something Unfit does have. So right now, Ice Palace is totally in logic. I mean, it's completely clearable right now.
That's 3 items plus 1 on Sahashla.
Yeah, and you definitely just don't want to. You just don't want to do that unless you just need to. But
first,
yeah. So, like for instance, right now, interesting enough, Devio does have enough stuff to take care of both Eastern and Pod. Of course, they're not going to yield him anything that's going to probably go beyond that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Now you got to make the long walk of shame back out of the dungeon.
Yeah. trying to even just do a death warp there, but having red mail a disadvantage right now.
Okay, Unfit is headed back up the mountain. Or no, this is the second. I'm sorry, this is the first time he's headed up the mountain, obviously, because there's an old man behind.
Yeah. Getting that red, since he has both those gloves now, he can likewise, like Devio, take care of everything up there. And it looks like Devio is headed over to Turtle Rock.
This is interesting. We know where that fire rod is.
Yeah, so and he might be just opening it up. I don't know if he's gonna see if he's gonna actually go in there. Probably wouldn't be the best thing to go in there, especially we know he's already gonna be 1 rod short. He's not gonna be defined no matter what. He might check the first chest and bounce. Who knows? Maybe I'll check the other 2 chests in the upper right corner as well.
Yeah, see, I think the interesting thing is Unfit has the opportunity to make a dip in there and get everything except for Trinex.
Yeah, so
he was making the gamble.
Yeah, so he'll probably check at least I would say the first one. He's got Red King. He's got well, that's all he can check. He didn't have Fire Rod, so yeah, that's not gonna work out. But let's see if it does result in something that you need. Maybe it'll be boots. That would be helpful, or the flute.
Oh man, that'd be nice. Nope, it's just a ticket to deeper inside the dungeon.
Joy. So the question is, he's going to go forward. He's going to go forward and see if we can get something in the next room here.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time it ever happened.
So we're going to put our money on the chain chomps here. And not even trying to deal with Pokey and a basic sword.
No, you don't want to deal with that.
All right, so here we go. Let's see if Devio is going to try to find something he needs. Even with red mail, those are still pretty lethal items.
Yeah, they pack a punch.
Take one more hit, and just another key. He's going to keep on going, key to key. So he'll be able to get another one as a result. The deeper he goes in here, the farther he's going to have to, repeat his steps again at some point. But man, it sure would be something here. We could, if this next item could be flute or mirror or boots.
Or it could be the vanilla big key.
What a mess.
What
a mess that would be. We could actually skip the right side. Oh my, we still gotta find another key though, but good God, man, this is, oh boy. Unless he decides to take this key and skip it, but oh boy.
Okay, so we got, I don't know, he's gonna take a look at whatever's in there.
Here we go. Well, if he gets big key, I don't even know what to say at that point.
Oh, no.
My goodness gracious.
Oh, no.
This is a really bad movie, a really bad horror movie building here. So wow.
Oh, you might be able to get all the way to Laser Bridge without the fire rod.
Oh my God. And that's the worst case. You know what would be even worse if he gets all the way to Laser and he finds Ice Rod there and just That's such a oh. That's the thing that makes you leave the drink.
Can't even check Mimic Cave.
Yeah, we don't have a mirror there. Oh god, this ain't talking about the fact that if Mimic has the ice rod. Oh.
Ugh.
So here we go. This is the kind of thing that it could either make or break Devio. This is a massive gamble here. Obviously, Fire Rod we found in a different dungeon altogether. Oh my god, the flute is there. Wow, and that gives us access to Meyer, which we had to find. So either you took a gamble here without Ice Rod, like Unfit could do, and hope for finding it, or you end up finding the flute. Unbelievable, man. Unfreaking believable, man. So that definitely is a payoff. Maybe we can find Mirror here too.
If this is a small key, then Laser Bridge is in play. Oh no!
Oh, 1 cent and his trek ends. Well, at least he got something out of it. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't do that at home. I can't see I would have done that. I would have seen that I would have bounced on that first one. But, so Meyer is accessible. Again, we don't know what medallion, though, Meyer requires. So that may be a whole nother hunt in the first place. What even is going on right now? I don't even know.
I haven't seen, the ability to get to the big key chest without Fire Rod in forever.
That's quite the RNG placement of items there in the randomizer, and that's how the randomizer does something. You don't see that often, but man, it can happen. So as expected, going to go ahead and get that flute active right now.
Yeah, you turn that thing on right away. Like, we might be able to full clear Misery Mire right now. You want to know. Alright, so Unfit's got his flippers. Whether or not that becomes useful remains to be seen.
And of course, one thing to note here, just FYI, is that if we find Mirror, we could still have a chance to Ice Rod could be on the pedestal.
Yeah. That is.
And oh, dang it, man! I wanted more drama.
No, the drama is that this just keeps leading DevioXS like further and further and further away from the pyramid.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness! How in the world is this mess? Did you see this?
Required double dip.
That's 2 double dips required in this seed. Okay, let's recap what the heck is going on here. So first of all, to get the first glove, we had to go in Eastern without the bow to find the shovel to go in the dig spot to get glove 1. And then we had to do that mess. We had to go that far into to Turtle Rock, just to get flute, to get the Meyer shed, to get Ice Rod, to go back. Dumb.
What garbage?
That's some nasty double dips right there, man.
That is some hot. Also, where's the Master Sword? Like,
seriously, we all know shit on swords here. The swords are like, you can find us all later inside of Ganon's Tower.
Yeah. No, you're gonna take down these bosses with this stick.
Well, I'll tell you what, Devio really gambling going that far and deep, and the way the Iron Space is definitely giving him a little advantage here on that. Even though he doesn't have Bo yet, that's going to hold him up from 2 dungeons right now. Bo is sitting on the pyramid.
So Unfit, we were talking about this. Unfit, unfortunately, set up the Death Warp in Tower of Hera. Forgot about that 3rd bottle pickup with the fairy in it.
The fun when you forget.
Managed to get
free the fairy first, I'll tell you. Oh my goodness gracious! So both players sitting with something required that the other person needs here. Devio's gonna make his way to get the bow on the pyramid. Unfit is going to have to go deep into Turtle Rock. So that you just don't do. You just don't want to do that. I mean, the only difference is, you know, he does have Fire Rod, so he can get the right side, you know, come out with a hook shot. But the thing is he going to think about going far in there, or is he going to say, let's just bail?
That's tough. Like, Devios has to make that trip over to the pyramid. Unfit has to make that gamble into Turtle Rock while he's here.
What a mess. This is the kind of seed that really makes you do things that you probably would not normally do. You know, if you're that person who, like, you know, you go to the casino and you take $1 of gambling money, you don't want to lose too much, you don't want to gamble nothing, this is not the seed for you. You will fail. This is not going to work out. You have to be a little bit more risky to get this one, because these two double dips already. Unfit having a little problem pushing blocks today here. Yep. So Fire Rods and Pod and Ice Rod is in the Mire shed, which is locked by the flute, which is deep inside of Turtle Rock.
And the boots are still at large.
Yeah, we cannot even take care of Desert without those boots. They're still lurking as Unfit picks up that cape as well. What a mess.
Devio has one item out of here, an upgraded shield. We haven't seen anything else yet.
Hey man, these swords are MIA. So Unfit's going to pick up, as we saw earlier, the mushroom and red Kanye is going to be found in there. And no one's turned the mushroom yet, actually.
Unfit's in a tough position here. I don't think he opened up Turtle Rock.
No, I don't think he did.
Because he
which
took
is
the trip
bad.
up.
He'll check the medallion and probably kick himself.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he took the trip up from the bottom of the mountain, and then
in Dark World.
It's like, what are you supposed to do?
So he'll have to do that whole trek again just to even get in there with us not having mirror in play.
Yeah, this is a rough situation.
Yeah, that's a lot of retracing that path.
Okay, so he's off to Desert Palace now. He's going to figure out his unfortunate news.
God, the roadblocks in this seat are real, man.
Yeah.
All right, so Devio is going to try to go through here trying to make sure we can find both of these items. Of course, they also get that key. I don't know, man. It's a time for us to make that trip in the ice. We're trying to still hold off on having to go on the ice, and of course, we still can't get in the swamp without mirror, but I don't know, man.
Well, Misery Mire was complete garbage. This all does open, I mean, Devio doesn't know it yet, but this all does open up the Pyramid Fairy.
It does. Oh, I just realized how this sea is going to play out now. I just realized that. The mirror is on Cold Stair.
Uh-huh.
And then the boots are on the on our boss in Swamp. That's how we get it. That's how we bring back to light those two pendant dungeons.
Yeah. That is precisely how we get in there.
And then of course, the Master Sword is actually on the Master Sword pedestal, because the other two swords are in Ganon's Tower.
See, my worry is that the boots are on Laser Bridge, and Unfit just missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime here.
Yeah, oh boy, definitely. I'm telling you. Boy, this I'm so excited to see how the seat is, man. It just, you know, we still got, you know, the boots and mirror just MIA right now. Boots obviously being the required one right now.
And the mirror being the one that we do not want to see.
Well, don't worry, they'll come out the darkness just like the flippers did. So here we go. Devio on Mire, about to pick up that second red crystal here.
Yeah,
One
in the
bomb
unfortunate
strikes.
situation, Unfit has a much easier time with this, having the bow. This is rough.
Yeah, we're sitting here. I mean, we do have the cape, but seriously, we have to even do spins anyway. And we do have that fairy. I don't think he used this fairy yet. Well, actually, no, he didn't have the fairy. That was the one Unfit had on the third one. So, and Gino probably didn't think about using the green. He did have a blue potion, actually.
Oh, damn.
That is unfortunate. He just like, you know what, bump this mess.
Yeah, Vitreous hanging on to that. Well, actually, Vitreous hanging on to nothing at all.
Yeah, so
the items.
Hey, can't use arrow unless we're going to do javelin throw, because he doesn't have a bow. He hasn't been to that pyramid yet. Unfit did, but Devio has not been to the pyramid to pick up the bow. So Unfit is, I'm not sure where Unfit is going. Unfortunately, he's gone back to Dark Road again, which is not good. Because we still cannot go into, I guess you want to go ahead and get Spike Cave out of the way.
You know, we already know this this journey with the flippers is not going to turn into anything. Unless just something nice, Palace.
Yeah, this is quite a mess here. So Unfit's first thing is he needs to get to Turtle Rock, get in there, get that flute. That's the first thing he needs to get done. Devio, on the other hand, needs to get to the pyramid to get that bow. So both players having two vital things they need to do, and trying to figure out when they're going to do it.
This might be the Turtle Rock play from Unfit.
I sure hope it is. There's really nothing else left for him to do on this side except to pop open Turtle Rock. He's already taken care of both dark and light, so let's just hope he stays in there and doesn't leave. Again, running out of options anyway as far as, you know, just where to go. Obviously, the only option it really has now is to gander into ice, but ain't nobody trying to do that.
Yeah, that would not feel good.
Yeah. So yeah, this seed so far has a required Turtle Rock dip and a required Eastern Palace dip. Joy.
Yeah, so far, fingers crossed, nothing else is required a double dip. Although the only options we really have left to us that could possibly have something are Swamp and Ice.
Yeah, that's about it. So Unfit finally gonna make that Turtle Rock play. Devio's gonna head over. And where is he headed to?
You know, we haven't seen that catfish either. We haven't seen a couple of things. Catfish could be terrible. Purple chest is also, like, you never want to do purple chest without the mirror, but we might be forced into it here.
Yeah, looks like Devio's going to fake powder here. You just want to see if we can get something. Again, not too likely, but if for some reason you can get boots out of here.
All right, Unfit. We know for a fact that there's got to be a key hiding back in the fire rod locked section here.
Yeah, definitely. There may be an item. Boy, could imagine if this was boots. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That is a mess. I mean, that's a double dip no matter which way you play it. I mean, even with Unfit, well, God, that's, oh God. I hope Unfit, if he gets to, oh man, my head hurts. I need a Tylenol or something, man.
Yeah, this feels like the seed equivalent of, you know, you put your headphones in your pocket and it comes out. It's just a mess.
And alrighty. So Devio will most likely continue through, and assuming he goes far enough in, he'll be able to get that flute out of there. Devio's heading down south on Outcast here. Of course, he needs at some point, he's got to make his way to that pyramid to get that bow. That's 2 dungeons he cannot take care of until he gets that. And our long lost boots.
You know, my mind's wandering here. There is the potential for a required triple dip of Turtle Rock if something important is on Trinex. That
oh yeah,
like if the mirror is there, for example, when we need to get into Mimic Cave. It's a
because we got the boots sitting on. Oh god. Oh
yeah. The seed's not done with us yet.
A double and a triple? Yeah, just don't. Yeah, someone find the seed of this. You all go tell the devs of this randomizer to block this seed from being generated in the future.
We gotta fix the algorithm,
dude. So here we go. Unfit's going to continue on, and as long as he continues on his path here, we'll definitely be able to pick up that flute. Devio. We gotta get this guy down there to the pyramid, and he is not where he needs to be right now. So let's see where he goes to.
Nice flute.
Hey.
No, never mind.
We're finally gonna get that mushroom turned in. So both players having the mushroom for some time now. We found that in Hookshot Cave. Devio having a bomb. She's on 0 bombs actually at the moment.
Come on, boots. Nope.
With a strange looking boot. Alrighty. So Devio's going to take flight again, and we are headed to.
Is this it? This could be it.
Find out. We'll find out in just mere moments here. He's going back to Dark World. Unfit continues to just a couple of rooms away now from getting that Flizoot.
God, I am itching to figure out what's on Laser Bridge.
Oh my goodness. So again, if you missed it, if you just joined it here, you're going to see the hot mess that's going on right now. Unfit's going to be. They better go there. That's it. And he has an extra key though. The key that Devio couldn't get because he didn't have Fire Rod. So he's gonna keep going. And woo boy, watch that magic there.
Yeah, you don't want to run out of that. Although he still does have that green goo.
So the only unfortunate thing, this is really nasty because so the best thing that could happen for him is that he gets a laser bridge and he could find boots and mirror. That would be nice. That would shorten him up as well as give him his required item for desert. But of course, we know that Ice Rod is only accessible after visiting Turtle Rock for the first time or second, whatever, and getting to that Meyer shed. So here we go. Unfit's going to unfortunately be disappointed from not being included dungeon, but he might find something he needs.
All right, Laser Bridge, give us some good news. That's not good news. You're not off to a good start here, Laser Bridge.
Definitely not. Oh boy. We're down to 2, and that doesn't help. Oh, we need to get to that door. You don't want to die here.
Oh, get your get your hook shot.
Maybe we can find a sword. We're still sitting on a fighter sword here.
Oh, I'm sweating bullets here.
When everybody dies.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Well, literally guaranteed item here.
No.
Oh, come on. God. Laser Bridge, one big old noun, I'll tell you that.
You were the chosen one.
Have a mercy, man. So meanwhile, as Devio making his trek, getting that bow, Fortunately, he's not going to have the mirror to quickly flip back over to take care of Eastern because that is still lurking in somewhere. Probably not even needed at this point. I got a feeling that we probably won't even find mirror. Man, this is a mess.
Oh, man. Okay, well, Trinex has something.
Yep.
So
Unfit will probably realize they have to gang this, and I think naturally, based on where Unfit's already been, the only natural logic for him right now is just to go ahead and fly down the mire, check out the medallion, which he'll know he'll have already.
Yeah, that's the only piece of anything that's opened up right now.
So right now, as far as essential items that we have, I mean, we're literally from go mode. I guess we need to find boots, and we gotta find a sword. Yeah, what is going? You know, I mean, we're playing a Zelda game. Maybe a above starter sword would be better. You know.
You know, it's appropriate. We're having it's an adventure to find the Master Sword. You know, they don't just put those anywhere.
You know, at this point, I think every doggone item sitting in ice is a sword. All 3 swords just sitting there, just chilling, literally chilling in Ice Palace.
3 swords and then boots on Sasha.
I mean, hey, we've had scenes where 3 swords were sitting in Hype Cave, so hey, why not?
Well, what is it? Like at this point, we're looking for something on Trinex. We're looking for something in Pyramid Fairy. There might be something on Catfish. And then
that's the worst thing about Catfish. Is just sitting there. You know, you have all the access to it. Just no one feels like making that walk over there.
No, and if Catfish is boots, that's the worst scenario because you got to walk all the way over there to get your speed upgrade.
I'm telling you, man. All right, so Unfit's going to get that. Going to double up on blues here. No, you let those empty balls go to waste, and especially got the money. Yeah, 3. I've had 3 swords in Hype Cave myself, which was startling, I must say. To go find that clip.
You know, I vaguely remember seeing this clip.
Oh, actually, not the Hype Cave. I think it was Moldorm. Mini Moldorm Cave had it.
Oh yeah.
But still, just of all the way to randomize this game to put them all right there.
Hey, Devio's gonna be excited for this fire rod.
Yeah, they're both gonna find the opposite rod they need. How about this? Ice rod there and fire rod there. Amazing. Now that's good. That's good content right there. I tell you.
Yeah. Weird inverted sink.
What's really happening? Oh boy. So Unfit will be able to deal with Maya. Of course, he'll have Bow, which means he'll be able to take care of Silvers, where Devio had to do some more creative strats. Oh man, you all chose the right race to watch tonight. I tell you right now, this is fantastic. The deviation, the alternate path they both took, you know, both getting fantastic required items, but you know, different routing, and yet as they begin to kind of come back into one, they're still missing key item.
Yeah, eventually they're going to converge someday on Desert Palace, hopefully.
Yeah, and of course, right now they're both in dungeons the other player has been, and so we know neither are going to find the boots at any time. So this is where we begin to look at what is left here. You know, where have we not been yet? Again, there's that likelihood that, for God's sake, Trinex has the boots.
Oh my goodness.
You know, Devio hasn't even been to Laser Bridge yet because he was short a key. But we got that. If we drop Mirror, oh boy, now we have to kind of make a gamble. Do we go inside of Swamp or do we go inside of Ice? Because the boots could be in either location.
It's honestly, like, outside of Ice Palace, I think the only things we haven't seen are Pyramid Fairy, Catfish, and Trinex. I'm not sure if there's anything else.
Yeah, because once we find boots, we don't have to worry about things like, the tomb and stuff. So, I mean, it's just, oh boy.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff like right now that's locked behind both boots and mirror. Just can't get to it.
Yep. So again, even with that bow in play, Devio still has to take care of these two palaces anyway. Boy, what a so of course, while they're basically just kind of playing catch up to each other right now, what do y'all think, Chad? Where do you think these boots are? How do you think we're going to find these boots at this point? Because obviously we're going to have to go check some out the way location, or how devious can it be right now? Is there some way we can combine Turtle Rock, Swamp, and Ice in order to find the boots? Just to get one additional crystal dungeon done.
Oh, there absolutely is. We have not had a ped check yet. And if that pedestal says gotta go fast,
it sure does.
Then, we got a problem.
I mentioned that. I say it like when it has a chance of happening. The very first race I commentated for this tournament, and any boots were on pedestal. It was the very first race I ever commentated of this game, and I could not believe it, because I'd never seen that phrase before, actually. So yeah, Pyramid Fairy, Catfish, Trinex, anywhere in Swamp Ice, boy.
I'm digging in the back of my brain, but I think I might have been in that race.
That was
that's a long time ago. I'm gonna
yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that was back when Clinton was president, way back in the day. Oh man, I'm too old to think that far back. I gotta take notes. This is why when you start getting old, you all get yourselves a diary so you can remember what you did. Where someone said ready to put you in a home somewhere thinking you didn't lost your mind.
Man, I don't want to remember that seed.
Oh boy.
All right, well, we already know that garbage is. I don't think he did. There's another chest in this dungeon that's like the vanilla big key chest. I don't think he did it.
Yeah,
so he might be coming back in here to do that.
Yeah, kind of the same thing that Unfit kind of did. He got the boss dead and came back in to pick up some chests. We don't know where any. So we're almost 90 minutes in. We are still stuck on Babby's first sword.
Yeah, we found that in Kakariko Village, and just the legendary goddess was supposed to give the Master Sword to us, although I guess Ganon hit it, so he did a good job this time.
Yeah. So yeah, one reason why Unfit has a few more crystals is that, first of all, Devio just got the bow, which obviously prevents from clearing both Pod and Eastern. So that's that first issue. And Skull Woods, I believe Devio, the first time he went there, he didn't have Fire Rod. So that was out of play.
So I guess he's going to head to Eastern now because he knows that there's one more item there. Yeah, that's exactly. Big question is to Unfit, I guess. Where are you going next?
Unfit's going to make a decision here. Now he's going to realize that, well, Brad, I haven't checked Catfish yet. I guess Unfit didn't check all the locations here.
No, he's missing a full heart container, which is in the vanilla big key spot, I believe.
Yeah, so it's going a little bit to get there. So for him, you have to think of the fact that, okay, well, I still have ice. That's untouched. We got flippers a long time ago now. We've got that. We've got... What? We've got both of our reds now. He's got Meyer and he's got... well, actually, no. Oh, where's the other red at? He's got both of them. Of course, I don't know, man. Do you just take the gamble on ice? I mean, Devio's gamble paid off early and getting the flu.
It's really tough because, you know, you can go up to Turtle Rock and you can finish Turtle Rock, and that's great. But you know for a fact that you're going to, yeah, it's just, what a climb.
I think for him, I think the first thing I would do is get Catfish out of the way. That's like all by itself. It's the only thing sitting in that corner of Dark World. Get that done because that's probably going to be your quickest check, honestly. Avoids ice, avoids Turtle Rock at that point. We do have to get it done, but considering you already have it, I don't know, man. You know you need something else anyway, unless it has it. Ugh, man, I tell you. But I think I would go Pyramid, work my way to Catfish, and then play it from there. You know?
I think Pyramid Fairy is a good plan. It's easy. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there en route, and we're going to find out. So let's say Unfit's going to go back down and get back to Dark World again here, unless we decide to dip into the water. So Devio is also going to pick up his other crystal in just a few moments here. This time he's got those silvers. So this fight will go very, very quickly.
Yeah, one arrow to the face for each of these. Well, that's an interesting position to be standing in. Just some new strategy for silver arrows I haven't seen yet.
All right, so there's that third bottle.
Yep. Would come in handy a while ago.
Mm-hmm. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We head up to take care of our pyramid, and probably if that doesn't pay off, take care of Catfish, hopefully. And we'll know whether or not we can get out of this game and finish it, or the hunt continues. Wouldn't it be really, really cool if Mirror and Boots were here? The things that make great clips on Twitch right here.
It'd be nice if Boots were there. I mean, if Mirror was there, that's great. As long as we know that we don't ever have to. Also be pretty convenient for getting to Desert again.
Look at Boots and a sword.
Oh, no. No. No.
Oh, the wrong half of the equation. Oh boy, hot dang. Oh. And so just what you're looking for. We are still looking for the Boots, and now both of those pendant dungeons are completely wide open for full clearability. Now what? And Unfit's not going to Catfish. No, don't forget the poor fishy.
God, come on. This is
Oh, Lordy Jesus. What a mess. And interesting enough, at this point, 90 minutes into the run, we have such a vast array of locations to check here. We've got all of Swamp sitting there with 6 items, Ice with just 3, Catfish is accessible, Trinex still has something that Unfit can take care of. This is just not comfortable. You know, nothing is really telling you to go to one place or the other. And worst case of all, the Boost could still be on the pedestal.
I think now that you have the ability to full clear Swamp Palace and Ice Palace, now, and the fact that you have the flute, now is probably time for the ped check. If anything.
Yeah, I mean, at least no. At least rule it out. Get your potential points of failure out the way. So here we go. So first check, obviously only accessible with the mirror. Going to be the graveyard ledge. I really hope it's not here. I want them to suffer a little bit more because I've been doing this way too much. I know the chat is a doggone I am. Don't be here.
There they are.
Yeah. So we got another fetch quest. 2 reds leading to Fat Fairy, leading to Mirror, leading to Graveyard, Living, leading to the Boots.
Oh.
Have mercy.
So the flippers were absolutely red herring. You never had to go into a single pendant dungeon ever.
But wait. We still don't have a sword. We still have Babby's first sword.
You are absolutely correct.
So unless we can find a sword on desert, there's another item there.
There easily could be 3 swords split between both of Swamp Palace and
Brad, it ain't over yet.
No.
Yeah, we can get +1 crystal, but we still +0 swords. Well, we got 1, but oh man. So then it becomes a gamble. It's like, man, do you just go to Ganon's tower and hope you can, between 22 locations, you can find 1 sword? And even still, no one really wants to do Master Sword Ganon.
No.
We still got a nasty potential thing here. So man, we had literally 2 double dips required and a fetch quest, or 2. Well, actually, the double dip was a fetch quest. Ugh, man, this is why we take notes. We don't forget how crazy this seed was.
Well, okay, so we're still looking for 1 item in Turtle, and we're still looking for 1 item in Desert Palace. I don't think we found it.
Yeah. Yep. So both red crystals led to Fat Fairy, Side of Pyramid, which gave us the mirror, which we're gonna take that mirror to the graveyard ledge to get boots. What a mess. So Devio is going to make that play and go all the way in. Now, of course, the only thing for him is that he doesn't have mirror, so Mimic is out. He's just going all the way to the boss. So hopefully he doesn't pass a sword because of not being able to do Mimic.
All right, Lanmo, what are you hanging up?
Really hoping for a sword for Unfit, and that is not a sword. That is Valentine's Day appreciation there.
We are up to 2 vanilla boss heart containers.
Yeah. Well, what do you do as Unfit? I mean, do you look for a sword, or you just go ahead and knock out Turtle Rock?
I think you gotta knock out Turtle Rock and head straight to Ganon's Tower. I think it's the only... Like, you'd be crazy to jump into Swamp Palace or Ice Palace looking for a sword before you head into Ganon's Tower.
Well, I tell you. So let's hope that, I mean, the odds, based on how many locations are left in the game that can be checked, the odds of 1 sword is there, hopefully. Of course, that sword could totally be en route after, we traverse through the, the initial 22, or it may not.
Yeah.
Unlikely, but boy, if it isn't, oh my goodness.
What do we got? We got 4 small keys, plus a map, plus a compass, plus a big key. So that makes up 7 out of 27. So it's 20 locations in Ganon's Tower possibly have swords, compared to 6 in Swamp, 3 in Ice, Sahasrara, all the boots locations that are left, all of the mirror locations that are left. It's a rough situation.
Yeah, it really is. Of course, one thing that Unfit does have the advantage is you can check Mimic Caves, just in case one is stowed away there. You can take that advantage. But at least Devio's going to walk away with a crystal out of this. No, Super Habit. That is not an item location. Nope.
Yeah, that's just money if you are really desperate.
Yeah. So literally the only places that we have left outside of what they're doing right now, obviously we have Trinex could drop a sword. There's an item there. All of Ice, all of Swamp. I believe we still don't know what's on Catfish. Again, a free check that anyone could have done. Catfish's been there since 10 minutes in.
Oh, he's just sitting there. He's hanging on to
no love for Zor up there.
This is literally the Arthurian. He is the Lady of the Lake sitting there with the sword.
Yeah,
ready to hand it to you. And everybody's.
I don't have to worry about bombos. Yeah, exactly. No love, man. I mean, Bombos could. That would be kind of crazy if Bombos actually had a sword upgrade. Of course, you can't get one without getting another one first. How crazy is that? That's the kind of stuff that I would expect from this particular seed, honestly. You need a sword to get another sword. What is this?
Yeah. If it's there, then it's unlikely we're ever seeing Tempered Sword.
I'm telling you. Well, actually, the Blue King is actually on the island down there, Lake Hylia Island. We saw a swim by there earlier, so no one's obviously concerned themselves with that one.
Yeah, we officially
could even get it anyway. It's not the time anyway. Unfit could get it if he wants it.
Yeah, the skipping of Mimic Cave is an interesting thing here because there's no reason it couldn't contain a sword.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's been without the mirror for so long, you probably forgot. Oh, I still don't have it. Yes, you do, man. But well, we won't know. We never know unless Devio happens to check it out.
Man, he is getting trolled by enemies blocking his shots.
Man, Unfit is having some serious issues with blocks here. Maybe he didn't have a lot of blocks when he was a kid or something. I don't know, man, because you can't throw him, you can't push him, but he does have an advantage. He's going to be able to take care of this one. I hope he didn't pass that, man. I'm really concerned about Mimic now, honestly. Mimic is known from time to time to have a nice item in there that you may need.
Check this sweet Trinex sync out, though.
How does this even happen over and over?
I don't know how this keeps happening.
It's so ironic that they both got the opposite cane they needed. One getting fire rod, other getting ice rod, and they both end up here together.
I don't get it.
How does this even work?
And this is like literally the only time they've been in sync since they got to the Dark World.
Unbelievable. Well, they're both going to find out what they get, man. That'd be hilarious if they both get a sword out of this. So here we go. We'll point to our final phase here.
Give us the goods. What do you got?
Let's go hammer.
I mean, that's all you got. You're not gonna,
right?
You're not going to slash this thing with your plastic sword.
This thing's going to bend on them. Moment of truth. What did we get?
$50.
They have been both handsomely rewarded for their kills. Well,
that doesn't even buy you a green Kool-Aid.
Dude, man. So Unfit, that is Unfit's 7th crystal. Devio still has to take care of that. So that means quick, go, go, go. Where's the big chest? The big key at? 1 to 22. Go, go, go.
Yeah. Big chest doesn't move around a whole lot. Well, that would be interesting.
Chance for you all to win yourself something of moderately non-significance. Leaderboard of awesomeness. Where's that big key? 1 to 22. Where is that big key? In Ganon's tower. You could win amazing prizes totaling over thousands of dollars. Prizes are void in Earth residence.
But if you can get yourself to space,
hey.
Down. All right, so we're hoping for a big key, but really, we're also hoping for a sword here.
Yeah, I mean, if you find the big key, do you just have to keep going through and looking?
I think you'd be crazy to go upstairs hoping that one of the swords chests up there.
And the great part about all of this is that all the swords could totally be between ice and swamp. That's just so good.
Check that couch cache on pedestal, though.
Yeah. Rip that dream.
Yeah. It would be nice if it was a sword.
Can we have a moment of silence for the pedestal? Okay, enough. There you go.
Three is a key. 4.
Oh boy.
Key.
Very, very early.
Oh no.
So if you said 4,
job.
Yay. So Unfit is okay. I was a little concerned, but we're gonna go to the left side and hopefully one of these double-digit locations can find us a sword of some type here.
Oh man.
Now, if you don't find a sword, do you just gamble the climb? You know, you can get through it, but it's just let's find out. Oh,
okay.
There's Master Sword. Now it's not, but too bad now.
And half magic.
Well, considering it's just Master Sword, half magic is definitely a nice accompaniment to it.
Yeah, with the cape, that is the Ganon care package.
Yep. So I think that's a pretty good state there for Unfit. I mean, it is Master Sword Ganon, but it could be dramatically worse without half magic. So now we have all the tools we need to actually complete this game here, finally, for Unfit.
Devio making his way back into Mire. It's unfortunately still a journey for him before he even gets his boots.
Yeah, he's got to get this other pendant and get to the ferry where the mirror is, just to go to graveyard to get the boots. Yep, all that.
Meanwhile, Unfit is already up the gauntlet. I expect that he's going to check the 4 chests up here.
Yeah, man. Anything to shorten the fight down, because you don't know what the players don't know where they are, and you could have made a wrong move, especially when we're gonna hunt for items for so long. So I would definitely say anything to shorten that fight. Master Sword and Tempered. Yeah.
Yeah. Even with those silver arrows, the Master Sword Ganon fight is still a long old slog.
Yeah.
Very nicely done with the silver arrows, by the way. Coming up here in the gauntlet, making pretty good use of them.
Yep, indeed. Definitely a nice thing to have up here, that's for sure. And missed that one.
Rip the 1 cycle, possibly rip the 2 cycle.
Just littering arrows all over the arena here.
Oh, rip the 3 cycle.
Don't worry, it's just RNG manipulation. Don't worry, he's got it.
This is all for the Agatu fight.
Yes. Alrighty, so going through our Moldon. Sorry, not a Moldon, but our worm fight here. Of course, 2 silvers. The big bad eye is dead as well. Just about as dead as our chance of going to give Catfish some love.
He's going to be sitting there at the end of the game. We're going to be all finished. Ganon's going to be dead. He's just going to be sitting there thinking, I had this beautiful sword. You could have had it.
Let me tell you. Alrighty. So Unfit, what is the play for him? What is he going to do here?
Looting to somewhere. Let's hope it's 4. It is 4.
Alrighty, we are on the path to happiness finally. And well, hey, there's a little dust.
That's not the worst find in the world.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got an empty bottle in that net.
Yeah, especially just a couple of rooms away from it too. Whoa, been low on health there. Don't have a casualty there. Alright, suddenly we go from beeping says to full health. About that full health. Yeah, 1 minus. So 1 more chest left to hopefully we can upgrade our sword to at least tempered here to speed up this Ganon fight.
This is one of those very, very few times actually going to see the last chest in the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't skip this one to save my life. Oh, another handsomely rewarded item.
It's an upgrade from vanilla, but
I tell you. So at least you'll fight Ganon with a little change in your pocket. Devio's going to make some progress. Finally.
Yeah, he's got the right idea here. Now the problem is, with all the locations that you possibly have to check, graveyard ledge.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get that first quick check done versus going to swamp. Don't want to go there.
Now this RNG manipulation did not really work out very well for the Saga fight because these are some terrible positions and a lot of blue balls.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Ah, he's got them all lined up now. There we go.
There you go. Finishing up with a double there. We don't know anything. This seed, there's been no swamp and no ice, so we have not a clue what's in those dungeons.
Yep. We don't even know what they look like inside.
Yep. And speaking of what I was talking about, looks like Catfish might finally get some love here from Devio. Oh, yay.
Give us a sword.
Yeah. If it gives us a sword, too bad it wasn't close because Devio could walk into Ganon's fight with Tempered here. But in the meanwhile, Unfit's at Ganon with Master Sword. So here we go. Just gotta do spins.
Gets the nice trident double there, though. But whether or not Ganon decides to get in a good position to get another one of them. Catfish with a big 20.
Yay.
And a big heart.
So here we go. On to phase 2. Phase I'm not really a fan of by any means.
Not a great position for the start of phase 2 either. Yeah, this is a little better, but not really.
Yeah. Of course, Unfit only have a Master Sword. We have no choice but to do spins to do any kind of damage to the evil pig monster.
Finally, that blue potion coming in handy and the perfect position, although he doesn't manage to get...
Even on red mail, that's still 2 hearts of fire. Well, I'm not the fire contact.
That apparently was enough.
Or 1, should I say. Oh, ooh. On phase 3 here. So once you get through this stuff, it's going to be pretty free because we do have silvers in play.
Oh, this is this. Now he makes up for it, but that's a lot of fire bats hanging around.
Yeah. Having 2 of them flying around the screen at the same time. Oh, oh my god!
Again,
ooh,
this is.
Boy. Yes. Thank God for the blue. Full magic and health there. That was a little scurry. Meanwhile, Devio getting the boots finally at last, able to pick up that 7th crystal now in desert.
Okay, we are on to phase 4 finally.
All right, here's 1 of 4. Halfway done.
Let's go. Fire bat to look out for.
Dodging there and
or hit. Oh, he's got her.
Unfit has conquered this struggle here. For some way, it actually was done under 2 hours. I'm not sure how, but man, after required double dips, Unfit will take this match 2-0. With that that win there. Congrats to Unfit there. Man, what a struggle. 148.50 X.
Yeah, you know, if that big key that Devio just got was not sitting on that torch right there, this would have been a very different story.
Yes, indeed it was there. That was oh boy, this was something right here. You know, 2 double dips required. Having to use Fat Fairy to get a mirror to get another item required, which is to clear the dungeon that Devio's on right now. different paths you were taking, opposite rods they had. Just a little bit of everything. And after all that, no need to even touch swamp or ice pellets after all that. Yeah, indeed, that was something there. Unfit moving on. But Devio's going to keep on going here.
Oh boy. I suppose we should see if we can get Unfit to hop in here and have a little conversation about how.
I don't know if I'd have any positive words for this seed, dog. So I was playing. I'm trying to tell you. So of course, meanwhile, while Devio's wrapping this up and working on getting Unfit in here, we do have another match coming up here on this channel as well. We do have Villagin and Willard, a game I co-commentated just a couple days ago. They're doing their game 2, so that'll be starting in about just over half an hour from now.
Yeah, that is actually. Hoping the way things going. Yeah, Devio should be able to finish up that.
Mm-hmm. We've got that. There's another one starting in a few minutes on 3, and of course, more action tomorrow, of course, starting early afternoon Eastern time. It's start to see just casual 24-hour strings of Randomizer. Yeah, but there's tons of stuff here. Of course, you all know. You all make sure you all check out that schedule, man. Just matches and matches and more matches. This Randomizer. They try to wind down to 128 down to 64. Yeah, this was such a good match here, I must say. And again, this is the kind of seeds that obviously this seed definitely tested your ability to gamble a little bit here, having some items in locations that honestly you would not go, especially when you don't have the items you need to clear them. You know, typically you don't see that early on, but obviously this one, the gamble. Devio did have the right move here, going here earlier, getting that fluke, but unfortunately not going to get that mirror. Those red crystals, not having that bow definitely worked against them.
It's so rare to see the Pyramid Fairy play.
Yeah, it is. This is quite interesting. You know, we had to get mirror to go to the ledge. We had to, you know, get a shovel to get our gloves going here. It's quite interesting, man. What a lot of things that you'll see individually on one seed, all joined together in one single seed.
Well, I think Unfit is going to be hopping into the chat. You want to give him your GGs.
And there he is. So Devio's going to finish strong here. I think they'll still be able to find that sword on this side as well. Right side being the good stuff with the big key.
I'm curious to see, because like I think this is going to be a really good collection rate despite the time that it took to complete the seed.
Yeah, I think we left about wow, I don't know, probably about maybe, so we got obviously what 9 between swamp and ice. And I guess everything else was mainly just Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, we left a ton of stuff in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we didn't even make it to double digits there. All right, so Devio will be able to pick up that second sword in just a bit here. Yep, so yeah, Unfit again, as you heard Natalis mention, sitting right there in chat, so make sure you show that love, and you all have say some best wishes for him, man. He's probably had a rough night after that scene. Yeah.
Oh,
this
man.
guy, see, if I was playing, I'd still be looking for stuff. Double dips and stuff. My behind would have already been going inside a swamp somewhere, looking.
Heading up the gauntlet with 5 keys. That sounds something you see every day.
Yeah. A lot of keys there.
This just has me wondering where those other 2 swords are. I mean, it's got to be between Swamp and Icebell. I gotta.
Yeah, I'd love to know myself, just because I mean, this is to go the whole time, man. I mean, all the way to Ganon, we're still on fighter. That's interesting. Obviously, putting that hammer to use a whole lot more than those silvers. Yeah, even though Unfit isn't a voice yet, Unfit will just say verbally, you know, Devio actually went to Turtle Rock quite early and got that flute. Of course, at the time, he didn't have the fire rod, so he couldn't go. He couldn't check the right side at the beginning to get that extra key, and he had to bounce out.
Yeah, I think the big difference maker was that bow.
Yeah, getting that bow. I always say, man, I'm a big advocate of, like, when you have Dark World access. You know, obviously, if you do Aga 1, it's right there. But you know, if you get Dark World access, do not forget that pyramid. Do not forget that ledge on the side, man. You never know when it's that seed that actually has something. It's just take the time to check it. And unfortunately, that was what Devio's demise definitely was on this one.
You know, now I vaguely remember in that first race you calmed. I think you said, check your P's, check your pyramid, check your pendant.
Yes. The what was, oh my goodness. Check the pendants, the pyramids, and the
because it was boots on pyramid and it was bow, or no, it was boots on pedestal and bow on pyramid.
Yeah. Yes.
I remember that.
Did I tell you, man? Those out of the way places. It's the things that you just don't want to do, because if they don't pay off, you know, it's like, oh God, I'm probably gonna be behind now. I just spent like a minute walking over here. It's always that sense of urgency in a race when you do something and it doesn't pan out for you.
Yeah, I've seen the mitts show up on pyramid a couple times lately. It's just like you're just stuck until you make the walk over there.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and what was interesting, Unfit, what you didn't know is that both of you all grabbed the opposite rods you needed at the exact same time. That was when, and to pan off that, you all both end up fighting Tronics at the exact same time. Everything in between was just completely different, but it was so interesting to see that happen to work out and sync again.
Yeah, that was the weirdest sync I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah, you can't plan that kind of stuff. That's just a good watch, I tell you.
No, that was bonkers. Oh, there was a poke. There was a poke, and it was supposed to be a spin. Oh, thank goodness.
Got him mad now. Oh, ho, ho.
Picked up his 3 hundo. Puts him into the quadruple digits. Yeah, 155, not a bad collection rate. It's just those 2 require double dips and the ridiculous double dip of Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
That really cranked up the time. Plus, you know, Go Mode boots is the worst.
Yeah, doesn't really get much worse than that, I tell you. So we'll see how Devio plays this pattern. And start off with that double there.
Not bad. Managed to do it, I think, in one fewer cycle.
Yeah. So yeah, 2-1-1-2 for those who love palindromes. Yep, boots, ice rod, and gloves. Yeah, gloves were pretty interesting. A lot of, hey, you need this to get this type stuff in this scene for sure.
Yeah, at this point, when Eastern Palace forces you to double dip it, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. That's the thing. The thing is, like, Eastern Palace double dip seem to be very, kind of common because you usually have access. Obviously for early, either missing, say, a lamp for the sake of logic, or obviously missing the bow. More importantly, so if it's a pendant, if it's a crystal, it's like,
Yeah, you see it have things like the, when your moon pearl is in there, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah, they got your hopes of giving you red mail so early and hammer oh boy, what's that placement doing
here? Seemed really, really spaced out.
So I believe he still has that same fairy in that third bottle. I think he's using it.
Definitely gonna want to put on that cape. I think, and now my memory's kind of escaping me here, but I think he, in Palace of Darkness, no, not in Palace of Darkness, in Tower of Hera, tried to, you know what, I don't remember where it was, but I think he tried to death warp somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And wound up consuming that fairy.
Yeah, I realized it was time now, so it should be okay here. I don't get any hugs.
Got some blue goo.
So forget about Torch Bridge. Yeah. He was going aggressive for that one. He wanted that one bad. That's a triple here. Oh! We'll guard too quick. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my lord. Inside of Ganon using the blue potion. That's always scary, man, because when you unpause it, those iframes in, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. But everything's fine. It's fine.
So both our players end up with gray hairs, and DBO ends up with a heart attack at the end of the race as well, on top of it. So,
yeah. So that is a 2:02:58.
Well, GG to DBO as well. Chat, make sure you give it up for DBO as well. Getting through the seed, not throwing the towel, but getting it done anyway. Make sure you give it for both of our players, man. Drop them both a follow. Unfit's going to take the window in this match between the two of them. Going to be able to move on in the tournament. I love DBO says that he was all right. Yeah. I can't wait to see what happens when the seeds go good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious, you all.
Oh man. All right. Well, we got another match coming up in 20 minutes. But sure absolutely give these folks a follow. This is exciting, and there is more bracket stages linked to the past randomizer to come.
Yep. So of course, right now on Speed Gaming 3, you got someone in Julo Ninja going on. Of course, coming up right here on this very channel, you just heard them mention. 20 minutes from now, we got Vulligan, and of course, the guy that no one likes apparently, Willett J. Bradley.
No, I hear he's.
Why did he give him such a hard time?
He gives himself a hard time by allowing people to count the number of times he's been dumb.
Oh boy,
that's just asking for
trouble. That's right. I forgot. Last time we had a dumbness counter or dumb idea counter, whatever it was. I don't know. But anyway, you got that going on. There's still a match going on right now on Speed Gaming 5. That's going on right now as well. I'm not sure about the one on Speed Gaming 2, if that one has concluded, but that one probably is wrapping up if it's still going. It looks like it is still going. So you got those options coming to your night, man. So you still got some late night randomizer action going on for you, that's for sure.
Oh boy. Well, I think my brain is a pile of goo, so I'm gonna think about going to bed.
Sounds like a plan to me, man.
Hey John, it's been a pleasure commentating with you. Hey, bodybuilding boy.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely good stuff there. Oh man, I forgot how these credits are so cool. Oh man. But yeah, man, we'll have to do this again sometime, man. I'm sure we'll have a few matches that may be available to us with so many races remaining.
Oh man. Well, I try to sign up for as many as I can. It's these matches are a treat. You get to see stuff like this. It's just
oh yeah, makes it worth commentating, makes it worth watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Of course, obviously without being overly redundant, of course, shout out to Speed Gaming and all the crew for all the work. Let's not forget the people behind the scenes who you don't see, like our fantastic tracker, working so hard to make sure you all know what's going on. So don't forget, what was I have Tracker Maximini, so don't forget about all that love.
Oh yeah.
Without them, the trackers would be blank. And you won't be like, what do they have? I don't know what they have. So don't forget about those people, you all.
Oh boy. So we should probably get out of the hair the next crew that's coming here in 15 minutes.
Yep. So bye. No. So anyway. So everybody have a good night. I've had fun again with you, Fantelis. So you all have a good night. I will see you all or hear you all next time, and vice versa. And Fantelis, you can wrap it up, man.
Oh, you too. It's an absolute pleasure. You folks all have a wonderful night, unless you're sticking around to watch the next match, in which case, good luck to those guys, I guess.
You guess. Maybe they'll both lose. Just tie. Double forfeit.
Yeah. No, just give it up. All right. Night, everyone.
See you guys.